Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. It's going to be a scorcher out there today. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the first pitch moments away, and starting in this one, it's Sonny Gray.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
That one not close, and it's 2-2. And down on strikes. One down.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Down the third baseman, Connor Norby. One down, base is empty. And now 1-2. And that's outside.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. Right back to him on the mound. Over to first. Marlins set down in order. And the Marlins down quietly. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. Back after this on the show. Back here at Busch Stadium. And on the hill, Sandy Alcantara. What should we keep an eye on here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. Here's a 1-1. Check swing, called strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one to first. Mervis steps on first for the out. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
One out, base is empty. And it's a strikeout for the Sandman, his second of the game. Here comes Wilson Contreras. And strike 2.
2-2 to count.
And it remains 2-2. Outside. 2 outs, base is empty. Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Edwards fires over to first, and they get Arenado for the out. That's the 3rd out. The Cards leave 1. We played an inning, no score. Back here in St. Louis, here's the second baseman, Jonah Bride. Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through the sweeper. And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And now the first baseman, Matt Mervis. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And now here is Griffin Conine. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Right over at second. Mervis at first with no outs. Line drive. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away. Now here's the Marlins DH, Davison De Los Santos.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Two on, 1 out. Up and in, and that's ball 2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Got him swinging for the K. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins.
2-1.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Two on, 2 outs. In the air to left center. Nootbaar on the move. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. Marlins strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Back here in St. Louis. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. The 1-1. That's through there for a strike. That's off the mark. Now 2-2. And misses inside. There's a high chopper. Edwards fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. The 1-1 is fouled off. Outside with a breaking ball. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. Inside. And the count is 3-1. And that one is lifted in the air. And that'll do it. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Nick Fortes. And that's in the dirt. And it's 2-1. And downstairs.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss at one above the zone. Pereira gathers, throws to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Xavier Edwards, the next to hit. Swing and a foul out of play. And that's too high. Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
1 gone, runner at first. And the batter now, Connor Norby. And there's the strike. Edwards, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That missed by a lot. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And down on strikes he goes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Boog, I wouldn't know personally unless you're going to consider my little league exploits, but it's got to feel good to break off a curveball like that and completely lock a hitter up, especially on the front door. Listen, I've been on the receiving side of that. It's not a good feeling, but that's really good pitching right there.
The pitch. That's down and in.
2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. The runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. No score. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. And now 2-2.
2-2 to count.
Lifted in the air, right center field. That one gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Runner at first with no outs here.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
And there's the ball.
2 strikes.
This one in the air, center field. Stowers has this one sized up, and he makes the catch. And the inning is over. On to the 4th, still scoreless. Start of the 4th, and at the plate for Miami, Jonah Bride. And a foul ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Touches down, that's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And now Matt Mervis. With the go-ahead run at first, top half of inning number 4. Now a fly ball to right center. Walker hustling after it. And that one hops the wall. Runner around third. He scores and they have the lead.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. Swinging a foul straight back. Got him swinging. And now here's the Marlins DH, Davison De Los Santos. That one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Line and a base hit into right. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. Kyle Stowers now at the plate. Here's a 1-2. That's down and in.
2-2 the count.
On the ground, could be two. Donovan tossed the second, and that's two. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. Stepping in, Alec Burleson. And now it's even up.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. In the dirt, 3 balls and a strike.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Ripped on a line. And there's 2 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way bad.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And there's a ball. Brendan Donovan in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 down, nobody on. That one finds the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
So 2 down, Brendan Donovan. Next up for the Cardinals. With the tying run on at first, we're here in the bottom of the 4th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
2 outs. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Edwards. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So 1 left for the Cardinals, and it remains 1-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. That one's in there. 1 and 2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Matthew Liberatore, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Fernandez, the right-hander, also getting loose. And a 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. Next
Two
offering
balls,
way
one strike.
upstairs. Line to left. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
One out. Runner at second. Next to hit, Connor Norby. Runner takes off for third. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Edwards stands at third with one gone in the inning. That misses. Two balls, two strikes.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. 2 outs. And a big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Count full.
Jonah Bride waits on deck for Miami. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. He went around. Tough call, but that ends the inning.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And that's in the dirt. Movement in the Marlins bullpen. Anthony Bender appears to be getting loose. Tinoco also throwing. Looking to get the tying run on base. That's inside.
Now on this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Stays alive. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And up next for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. The 2-1. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next
Ball
offering
two.
misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one missing low. Victor Scott in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Set down on strikes. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cardinals nothing. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Matthew Liberator. Back here in St. Louis, start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Jonah Bride. And 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Now it's going to be Matt Mervis. And there's a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. JoJo Romero, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Punched that one down the line for extra bases, and that was an excellent job going with the pitch on the outside. Got his bat on plane and just drove it.
So runner at second, 2 down. Davison De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. That one almost got him.
1 strike.
Man on second, 2 down. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Coming home. He'll score.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So up next, Kyle Stowers. And that one just missed off the outside edge. That one fouled off. 2-2. 2 outs. And 1 in scoring position. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Now batting, catcher Nick Fortes.
First and second, 2 outs. And now for the Marlins, Nick Fortes. In the air out towards right center. Scott makes his way towards it, drops into the glove, and that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Busch Stadium, bottom of the inning. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Ground ball right side and foul ball.
Ball.
Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Calvin Fauché, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Tying run at the plate. Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So now here's the Cardinals' designated hitter, Alec Burleson.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Anthony Bender.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here's Contreras now. Fouled off down the right side. Wynn, the lead runner at second. Burleson on at first with nobody out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Nolan Arenado. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
That one missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Brendan Donovan in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So the tying run at second, and that'll load the bases.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Coming in as the pinch runner, Michael Ciani. So bases all loaded up. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals.
Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
That one the other way, and it stays fair. One runs in. Another comes in to score. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they take a 2-run lead.
Now, that at-bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Count it 3-2.
Still only one out here in the inning. On the ground, out to short. The throw to first, and that is out number 2. Jordan Walker digs in now. Next offering is down low.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and misses at the sweeper.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. He's safe. It's 5-2. Now the catcher up to hit, Ivan Herrera. 2 outs. That clips the corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one outside. 2-2. Enriquez over to first, and he's back in there. Swings and misses. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. We're through 6 full. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Marlins 2. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Ryan Helsley.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Number 25.
Now he breaks his bat. Grabs it barehanded, throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hand, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
Now here is Connor Norby. One down, base is empty. And a breaking ball misses outside. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
On the ground to first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.